Hey, this is Reverend Bill. Today is Saturday, March 15th, the Ides of March. Interesting. Anyway, I was actually going to do a podcast on the third episode of Daredevil, which I'm really disappointed in. But, it's turned into a Perry Mason episode. I mean, the whole thing just bores me. So I thought I'd do something a little bit more interesting. Um, I thought I'd do a podcast on a movie that I saw recently. I didn't expect much from it, actually. Um, it stars Rafe Fiennes and Anya Joy Taylor and Nicholas Holt. It's called The Menu. And just to give you an idea what's going on, it starts off with an exclusive guest list of people go to an island for a dinner. And it's supposed to be a world-renowned chef, and it's an honor to actually go there. So they go there, and immediately, there's intrigue and mystery. There's questions about why they were invited, and that kind of stuff. There's probably about 12 groups invited in all, and I guess what you could call the protagonist was Anya Taylor Joy, who played a woman called Margot, and she went with Nicholas Holt's character as a last minute replacement for a date. So she's really completely unaware of anything that's going on here at all. So they get stranded on this island, kind of like 10 Little Indians, if you remember that story from Agatha Christie, and that there's, no way off the island. And immediately there's, some mystery and intrigue. It's run by a head chef played by Ray Fiennes. His name is, what was his name? Something like, the name of the restaurant was Hawthorne's. I wrote it somewhere. Yeah, Slowick. Okay, Slowick. So Slowick's this, really fancy chef. He dedicated his life to cooking. And he's got this 6-course meal. And each meal he comes out to all these foodies. And there's like a food critic. There's a movie star played by John Leguizamo. There's, I guess, Nicholas Holt's character is supposed to be a chef. And they're just different people, unattached. There's no correlation between them. And they're all invited there. Oh, there's also a group of, I don't know what you'd call them. I guess that there'd be stockholders, but they obviously play with the books. They're dishonest. And they've embezzled a lot of money. So you kind of get the feeling these people aren't the nicest people in the world. John Leguizamo's character, who's only called the movie star, he's kind of a stuck-up guy. Yeah, just basically not the kind of people you'd want as your neighbors. And as the meals go on, each time the chef Slowick will come out and he'll give a story behind it. And as each course goes on, the story gets more and more morbid. He'll talk about, how he, knifed his stepfather, I think, in the leg with a knife over something. I mean, it just begins to take a very weird twist. And as the evening goes on, it gets stranger and stranger and stranger. Until, of course, and I'm not going to spoil everything, you find out what really is going on. I was very impressed, as always, by Ray Fiennes. He's got kind of a stigma for me because he did that Avengers movie back in, like, I want to say 1998, which was really bad. And he did The English Patient, which I thought was overrated. Probably more of a girl's movie, I think, than a man's movie. But I got to tell you, he shines here. Anya Joy Taylor, the funny thing is, the jury's still on her as far as I'm concerned. Everything she does, she seems to walk through perfectly fine. Last night in Soho, I think, was one of the movies I saw with her. She did that movie, The Witch, and she was in Peaky Blinders too, I think. A bunch of things. She's in a lot of things, and she always seems to just like cruise through them. I have yet to see her in what I would consider to be a really challenging role. I mean, if anyone who has seen Diane Lane in that movie Unfaithful, where she was in the subway. I mean, she really tested her range. I would like to see Anya Taylor Joy, Taylor Joy. I'm not sure how it is. Taylor Joy. Hold on, what is it? Is it Joy Taylor or Taylor Joy? It's Taylor Joy. I'd like to see her really challenge and see if she's got that range where she could stand out and really make a difference, because she's a good actress. There's no doubt about that. But I've never seen her take on a role that she struggles with, and I'd be interested to see her range. Apart from that, I mean, the acting is fine. What really makes it is the relationship that builds between Slowick and Margot. There's a secret about Margot where she's not what she appears to be. And Slowick's the first one to realize that she's got a secret, and he recognizes that she doesn't belong there. When he planned that night for these people, she was not on the list. She was never approved. She was just brought in by Nicholas Hoult because he needed a date or wanted a date. So that kind of is a monkey wrench in things. And you could see that Slowick's a little bit struggling with what he's trying to present, as opposed to the fact that she doesn't really belong with the others. So yeah, that was pretty much it. It was directed by Mark Mylod, who really has not directed much in the way of movies that I found. He did a lot of TV series episodes, here and there. I know he did a lot of Entourage, good series if you've not seen it, by the way, based on the life of Mark Wahlberg. But yeah, no, that was a good show. He did a lot of those, but as far as being a movie director, didn't really see a lot of that. What makes this really interesting, though, is that the people were there because, again, they all were kind of foodies, really into their food. And while the chef Slowick is the best of the best as far as chefs go, it wasn't all about the food with him. The food was just a part of the presentation. And he tries to turn the experience from being just a dinner into a dinner and a show, but there's an underlying theme. And you don't necessarily really catch on right until the end, where they have the dessert. And of course, then it's pretty much revealed what is exactly going on. But yeah, you don't see movies like this too much anymore. I didn't know how it would end. It wasn't terribly predictable. There's a couple of things I picked up on, but that's not a big deal. For the most part, I didn't know what was going to happen. The staff, it was very much like The Bear, if you watch that show, and that everyone's chef and everyone jumps to attention when he says something. And as the story progresses and things to get a little bit morbid, the reactions are pretty intense. So I like it. So all in all, I got to say, I liked this movie. I liked it a lot better than I liked that Daredevil episode 3, but don't get me going on that. But again, I think the relationship between the chef and Margot really carried this tremendously. So if I was to give this a score, I think it got a 7.1 on IMDb, and that's too low for me. I'd give this an 8. I'd give this an 8 for the intrigue, for the suspense. All in all, yeah. And it's I don't even know how to classify this. It's not a horror. It's not a comedy. They'd call it a dark comedy, maybe, but there's nothing here that would really make you laugh. But it's unique. It's different. So that for that, I will definitely give it an 8, and I will recommend it. It's on Netflix. If you have Netflix, you got nothing else to do tonight, go right ahead. You got my thumbs up. Anyway, I hope this was helpful to you. If you like this, please like, share, and subscribe. That always helps. And if you didn't, well, I hope you come back again, and I'll try again next time. This is Reverend Bill signing off, and I will talk to you later. Thanks. Bye.